1-877-JOIN-MPP.
Great websites today need expert web design and development and need to be e-commerce ready and mobile friendly. But building a marketable and profitable website can be an uphill climb. Ready to make your new website or replace your existing website? Think Orange as the new way to get in the black. Orange Hill Development works with Fortune 500 companies and offer the same top quality development service at a fraction of what other providers charge. Brands like Absolute, Carlsberg, and Nestea trust Orange Hill Development. Find out why you should trust your website with Orange Hill. Contact Orange Hill for a consultation today at orangehilldevelopment.com.
The following CannabisRadio.com program contains explicit language and content that can be considered graphic and offensive. This program is not suitable for all audiences, and the opinions expressed do not reflect those of CannabisRadio.com, its staff, management, or sponsors. Listener discretion is advised.
Could be graphic. Could be offensive. Fuck it. Stoner Jesus Show podcast. Recorded live on October 23rd, 2015. It is time for sex, toys, and stories from the road with VDJ Sexy Hippie. As I said, there's a page for that on sternjesus.net. You can check out an emailer at vdjsexyhippie@gmail.com with questions or topics. She's on Twitter at VDJSexyHippie. She's also on Facebook. You send her a message that way. Many ways to send topics and questions. There's some retro Stoner Jesus coming up a little bit later if we have time as well. For the new people. Maybe for the old people too. Maybe you, I don't know. Maybe some you want to hear again. Yes, VDJ Sexy Hippie. Send in the chat room. Do you want me to call now? It is time. Yes. For VDJ Sexy Hippie. Sex toys and stories from the road. Maybe VDJ Sexy Hippie. Hello. VDJ Sexy Hippie.
Hey, SJ. How's it going?
It is going pretty well. How are things in Canada? I know it's happy times up there.
Yes, very, very happy times. It definitely is. As I have been covering the election from the time that it was called, and not sure if you guys in America have heard the news, but we got a new prime minister.
Yes.
Woo! The guy I wanted. We have a better chance now for legalization of marijuana.
Fucking A.
So nothing's ever a guarantee, as everyone knows with politicians and stuff like that. They say one thing, and once they get in office, they might do another. But I'm pretty confident in this guy. So yeah, and he's fucking hot.
Yeah, so on a scale of 1 to 10, VDJ, how fuckable is your new prime minister?
Oh man, I would fuck him. I would give him about an 8.
Nice.
I would fuck him. Yeah. But I found an article which covers that particular topic here. The world meets Justin Trudeau and likes what he sees. This is on CBC News. And so Justin Trudeau, he is the son of another prime minister we had back in the 70s, 80s. And his father made a huge impact on our Canadian history. So it's nice to see, it's nice to see him take his father's footsteps in his own race. So now, just to talk a little bit about our new prime minister, and yeah, he's fucking hot. So by now, most Canadians are well acquainted with Canadian's new prime minister designate, Justin Trudeau. However, to many people across the world who is unfamiliar with Canadian politics, they're only seeing Trudeau for the first time. Have you guys got a lot of coverage down in the States about what was going on up here?
It was all over my Facebook. I know that. I mean, I don't know if that's just because of the people I'm friends with. I'm friends with like 3,200 people on my Facebook. But yeah, there was tons of it. I saw it was trending on Facebook as well, so I assume that it was. I think it's really the only Canadian news we get. It's like, change prime minister. That's about it.
on Facebook, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's pretty sad because we get tons of American news here.
Yeah.
Jesus, shooting happens, we know about it right away down there.
Yeah.
So, so to continue on, and for many, they're pleasantly surprised with the 43-year-old Trudeau's physical appearance, a talking point which has followed around Trudeau since he first ran for Parliament in 2008. Even though the Conservatives seem to get into the act, the campaign ads remarked on Trudeau's nice hair. That was actually there was something I believe I posted on my fan page. I may not have, and it had to do with the hair and stuff like that as a joke. So, yeah. Anyways, shortly after he became Prime Minister designate, the Mirror, a UK-based newspaper, ran a piece titled, "Is Trudeau the sexiest politician in the world?" And
I think he would have to be, wouldn't he?
I think so, because a lot of politicians you see around the world, I hate to be rude, but they're old geezers. Most of them.
Would you bang Barack?
No.
Well, there you go.
No, I don't like the look of his face.
It's very racist, by the way.
No, it has nothing to do with that. But as you know, I am. You guys have gone to me a couple of times.
You don't have jungle fever for Barack Obama?
No. I don't like his face, though. I don't. I find his face looks like a little weasel.
Well.
I'm sorry, but I really do think so. So, anyways, a couple tweets from Donald, which is on the site CBC. Just check out cbc.ca to see that. But to continue on, actually, no, they're all leftover tweets. So some of the tweets that came out. Okay, let's see here. Congrats to Justin Trudeau. Canada now has a stud for a prime minister who's going to inject passion and energy into the nation's SRAD. Safe policies. In Canada, Justin Trudeau leaders elected on a platform of, sorry, I lost my train of thought, he is so handsome. So, yeah. So that covers a little bit what you were saying. Now, also the commitment to legalization of marijuana. During the election, that was one of the big things that was discussed, and I've discussed it quite a few times on my segment, how the different parties would handle this issue if they were elected. And I do believe it had a part to do with why the Liberals got elected, but a lot of it had to do for the hatred of Harper.
Yeah.
A lot of people voted just so Harper didn't get back in. So the stonerscookbook.com, I found this article. It's Canada's commitment to legalization of marijuana, Trudeau. So as Canada finished up their election on Monday, a new prime minister has been elected. Justin Trudeau, the Liberal leader, will appoint his cabinet and take oath as prime minister on November 4th. For a quick understanding of what will happen after being elected, visit this guide in the Globe and Mail. So you could check the Globe and Mail as well. Unlike previous MPs, Stephen Harper and the NDP leader, Thomas Mulcair, who campaigned to decriminalize, Trudeau is a strong supporter for legalization of marijuana. He has received much scrutiny in the past for his opinion on the policy, especially during Stephen Harper's Conservative campaign ads that ran during the election, mocking Trudeau's policy, asking, is that the biggest problem we have to solve? We have a lot of problems in Canada, just like in the States. Marijuana is kind of low on the list of a lot of the issues that we do currently have. But with the legalization of marijuana, it may be a solution to a lot of the other problems that we do have. So I'm interested to see how this is going to happen. Okay, so during Harper's run as prime minister, he supported the prohibition and stated during his recent campaign that marijuana is infinitely worse than tobacco. And I believe I covered that article last week, calling him a dumbass because Harper is a fucking dumbass. Due to the majority win, the Liberals will have fewer obstacles to push the new legislation through. He got in with a majority government, which means the Liberal Party holds over 50% of the seats in the House of Commons, which means it's going to be easier to get bills passed into law now. And it does limit a lot of obstacles. Trudeau has said that he wants to fix the failed system and remove the criminal element associated with the drug, he stated. And that's what it is. You know, people get busted with such a small amount for such a harmless plant, and then they get a criminal record, which screws up everything else.
Absolutely.
It's not like in the States, though. I noticed in the States, if you guys have a little bit of a criminal record, it impacts everything in your life. You can't even get an apartment based on your criminal.
Once you're in the system, you're there pretty much for life, unless you can get it taken off for some reason.
Yeah, here in Canada, the only way that they can do a criminal background check is with your permission, and I don't think I've ever had to go for one to rent an apartment. For certain jobs to be bondable, yes, but not to rent an apartment like in the States. So an image from an ad explained here, okay, sponsored by the Canadian government, used during Harper's Lead, used to frighten children regarding the use and side effects of marijuana. The new elected prime minister has admitted to smoking marijuana, and actually I found an interview at one time where he has admitted to smoking marijuana while he has served as a member of parliament. So that's even more awesome. You know, if he's willing to admit that when he was as a member of parliament, you know, like that, I just think that's awesome.
Fucking A.
So he has expressed his views of the medical benefit and made marijuana legalization a key policy in his election campaign. Trudeau stands strong in his beliefs, and beliefs outweigh the negatives. In the following video, and there's a video down, and check out the stonerscookbook.com to see this. Okay, let's see here. A Canadian citizen visibly misinformed about marijuana questions Justin's plan to legalize marijuana, and you can straightforward see where he stands. What does this mean for Canada? Trudeau has not come forward with a set of plans of how and when legalization of marijuana will take place. While speaking in September on his campaign tour, he declined to give a firm timeline for legalization, but stated that it would be an early priority if elected. He has said on occasion that it would happen within a month to 2 years once elected, and it's going to take some time.
Yeah.
It is going to take some time because they gotta figure out how they're going to do it. How are they going to sell it? There's a lot of things that they have to figure out. So, you know, Canadians and Canadian listeners out there, please be patient with me while we wait for change. It will happen. We're on our way. It's coming. It could take a while. So I know myself, I'm very patient for this. I'm just happy to see that at least we know it's going to happen sometime within the next couple of years versus knowing for sure it wasn't going to happen in the next 4.
Absolutely.
The lyrics did not include a plan of their costing platform to regulate marijuana, which left many questioning what will happen. Trudeau assures Canadians this was because he wants to do things properly. He insists that the Liberal wants to analyze other jurisdictions that have legalized marijuana first to ensure for proper regulation in Canada. He assured Canadians by saying, "We didn't book tax revenue. We didn't book for tax revenue of marijuana because we don't yet know what rate we were going to be taxing it." So it's all new to them too.
Yeah.
And I'm actually happy to see that he's going to take his time and he's going to take a look at other places like Colorado and things like that before he decides how he's going to do this. See what works and what doesn't work.
Yeah, we got plenty of data down here now, especially in Colorado.
Especially in Colorado, yes. Colorado, it's been almost 2 years now.
Yeah, it's almost 2 years of retail sales, and it gets better. I think last month or this month or whatever, they're going to go over 100 million in sales for the month, which is the first time that's ever happened. So it's going pretty fucking good.
That is good, and that should give initiative to part of the reason why legalization should happen. We can smoke cigarettes, and cigarettes are a lot more harmful.
Yeah.
You know, so what is his marijuana policy? The Liberal policy to legalize marijuana states that we will create a federal, provincial, territorial task force, and with input from experts in the public health, substance abuse, and law enforcement, will design a new system with strict marijuana sales and distributions with appropriate federal and provincial excess taxes applied. You know, so he's gonna look around. He's gonna do his research. That's awesome. Many Canadians, 68% to be precise, agree with his decision to end prohibition. It is not very surprising, as Canadians are known to be for their passion for marijuana. Deputy Minister Francois Guénon says surveys indicate that Canadians, both adults and young people, have some of the highest rates of cannabis use in the world. Woohoo, Canada! As of this Monday, following the announcements of Trudeau's win, the Canadian medical marijuana companies such as Cantaloupe Growth Cope, Earthria, and Mesoderm Health, I can't pronounce that word, saw an increase in their stocks. So that's showing that people I know it's going to happen.
Yeah.
And it's going to keep on going up. So right now, if you're